the world progresses rapidly, the vintage method of farming has evolved into modern methods. Unlike the old traditional farmers, this video is for all those smart farmers who are looking for a kind of farming that will not only help them to reap huge profit, but also who are looking for smart farming that requires less efforts and less use of resources. Welcome to Freedom's farming channel. I am Namita Pandey. In today's video, I am going to tell you 5 most cost-effective and profitable farming techniques that indeed is the future of agriculture. But before we go ahead, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel already, then make sure that you hit on that subscribe button and also to the bell icon too, because doing so will encourage me to come up with more such interesting and amazing content for you, and we together build here the farmer's world. Well, we all know that the Indian civilization has always been agrarian. For decades now, our grandparents, their grandparents have been following traditional methods of farming, and that is what is being passed on to the new farmers. But of late, agriculture and farming has undergone exponential changes, and this change is encouraging many new techies to switch into farming these days. No doubt that these new farming techniques that we are going to explore today are much more than just the future of agriculture. These are also the keys to survival for the human race. But currently, what might look like a plausible problem is that not many farmers are aware about these techniques. Majority of the farmers have no or very little knowledge about new innovation in agriculture and farming. Incomplete knowledge about these new techniques make their implementation also really difficult for the farmers. In such a scenario, the role of the government also becomes very crucial in advertising and promoting these techniques so that it reaches the larger masses out there, and more people are encouraged into farming and the farmers are also benefited. Now to talk about what are the amazing techniques, the very first one is multi-layer farming. Well, what is this multi-layer farming? Well, the process of growing compatible multiple crops of different heights together in the same land, in the same farm at the same time is known as multi-layer farming. It is generally a combination of fruits and vegetables that can be grown together. These crops are grown at different heights at the same time. Well, the objective of this multi-layer farming is to utilize the space much more effectively. This gives the farmers much better harvest and more earnings, as more crops can be grown on the same land with same resources that they have that can be used to grow a single crop. The chances of total crop failure here also is very less. Many farmers have adopted this farming technique and are earning much more than before. The amazing thing here is that if you have 1 or 2 acres of land, still you can expect to earn about 8 to 10 lakhs in a year with multi-layer farming. This is one such farming idea wherein the cost is 4 times less and you also earn huge profit. The next one is hydroponics. The easiest definition of hydroponics can be growing plants in water without soil. Are you wondering if that's really possible? Well, yes. Many of the food that we eat today, for an instance tomato, are grown hydroponically in many places. The best part is that you don't need farms for hydroponics. It can be done in homes, it can be done in the rooftops, at your rooms, etc. The only thing, it depends on where and how much of space you have. Now, the growers all around the world are earning really good amount of money through hydroponics alone. The good thing is that majority of them are not the rural farmers. They are people who are living in metropolitan cities and urban cities. There are many successful hydroponics growers in India as well. Well, the benefits, not to talk about the benefits of hydroponics can be that it results in greater yields and less diseases are caused to the plants, as some of the major ones are also require soil. This can be an excellent source of surplus income for regular people and as well as for the farmers. This is why today more and more farmers and more people are encouraged to do this kind of farming. Well, the next one I'm going to talk about is Biofloc fish farming. This is one of the methods of fish farming that is much more profitable than the other methods, like for instance the open pond fish farming. In this method, the waste that is left by the fish, such as ammonia, the nitrate and nitrite, can be converted into feed. The principle of the technique is to recycle nutrients. Biofloc helps in cleaning the culture water of the fish while giving an additional source of feed. It is an sustainable and eco-friendly process. It is ideally practiced in a tank. In aquaculture, on the other hand, the main costs are related to the high protein feeds for the animals. By recycling feces and the waste that is generated by the fishes and using it again as feed, Biofloc helps in cutting down the cost and also earn huge profit. The next one is very interesting, which is zero budget natural farming. Yes, as the name suggests, it is the budget here, the expenses incurred is zero, and that's why it's called as zero budget natural farming. Zero budget natural farming is a set of method for chemical free agriculture. The main aim of zero budget natural farming is to bring down the cost of the production to zero. Let me tell you that this is done by making own natural compost and fertilizers and making own natural pesticides and insecticides. In zero budget natural farming, it is believed that there is no need for expensive manufactured chemicals in farming as well as for the agriculture that you do. This is one of the most cost-effective farming that you can take up. The last one I'm going to talk about is permaculture. The word permaculture is a combination of two words, which is permanent and agriculture. It is a system for designing agricultural landscapes to work with nature without the use of chemicals and machinery. Permaculture principles can be applied to any type of land anyway to make it fertile and increase the crop produce. To a surprise, no tractors and manufactured chemicals are also used in farms in permaculture. It teaches us that nothing is waste, as waste of one element feeds another. In permaculture, all the things that are used in farming are natural or naturally prepared. The example for this could be water management with rain harvesting. It could be for natural fertilizers. It could be compost and pesticides, etc. Many farmers who adopt the permaculture have turned their barren lands into fertile. This is how effective this farming is. Now, in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, the corona crisis and the global recession, agriculture has emerged as one of the most reliable sectors. Furthermore, this sector is gradually expanding around the world, and there are hundreds of agriculture-related company ideas that can quickly be established. So these are the top 5 farming technologies that you can immediately start working on. This is cost effective and it ensures that you get huge amount of profit. So now if you're someone who's interested in learning the details of these agricultural practices, then you don't have to go anywhere and you just have to download our Freedom app, wherein we have expert mentors who will be teaching you in details as to how you can do each of these farming. If you're, for an instance, if you're interested in hydroponics, how easily and how cost effective this agricultural practice is. We have an expert mentor, an expert in this field, who will be teaching you A to Z details of how you can do hydroponics, for an instance. Now, if you're interested in any other farming practices that you want to learn, we also have other farming techniques that is available only on our Freedom app. So hurry up and download Freedom app from Play Store or App Store. Now that you've come till end of the video, not to forget your duty, which is to hit on the like button, subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to hit on the bell icon to get notified for our next video. Thank you for watching Freedom. Get wild, break free.